every organization is a living organism. And so you're in constant change. I think there are clearly some sort of organizations that are leading the way or will be sort of absolutely recognized as having sort of purpose at the heart.
So our role is also about not just building relationship with customers, but building internal relationships to basically rally the organization behind doing the right thing for our customers. And our role helps us surface what those right things are.
Marketing people are dependent on IT, they're dependent on finance, they're dependent on ops, etc. So we all need to be humming and going in the same direction. So for me, it's the overall mindset of the company and the overall sort of cohesive way in which we're trying to get to that same end.
Purpose has been very present within the marketing community for some time, and I think it can be misinterpreted as like the pursuit of worthiness in terms of your actions and outlook.
You can easily sort of lose yourself in this, and for us, brand purpose is really being clear on what the brand does inherently well, what it's known for, what's intrinsic to the brand, and then applying that to being purposeful.
For me, as someone who manages brands, it's more about how easy is it for me to say yes or no to this idea, to this initiative, to this innovation, to targeting this consumer.
If it feels like that purpose is not coming through in the work that we're doing, we will be called out on it. And it will be someone from tech or finance or business insight saying, it's not very gift gaff. And everybody just understands what that means. It's not very gift gaff.
And ultimately, the litmus test is, can I say yes to it really, really easy? Or probably more importantly, is this something that just doesn't feel right and I have to say no to? And I would say that on all of the brands that we have, Birdseye, Goodfellas, and Aunt Bessie's in particular, they've got strong purposes that make those brands easy to manage.
Direct Line is a fixer brand. It fixes problems. What's a problem customers are facing? It's transitioning to electric. Range uncertainty, price uncertainty, charging uncertainty. We see our role as very much helping people to fix that problem, facilitating the transition. But I think it's being clear on what it is you're good at and then applying it to specific problems.
The teams, we've just been through an exercise to refresh our kind of vision and mission. And the number one thing they're worried about is sustainability. Because we asked this question, well, what else can we do? We've just launched a range of TLC plants, which are the plants that would otherwise fail quality control because maybe they've got, a blemish on the leaf. We'll sell them at a lower price, but with a care guide, which tells you, this is what you need to do to bring this plant back to life. Because if there's somebody who is a plant lover, well, that's perfect for them, and we're avoiding that waste.
We're set up to drive the global energy transition to renewables by whatever means necessary. And so wherever you sit in the business, I think it's hopefully quite clear where your part in that is. So do you work in the generation business, raising funds to build solar farms and wind farms? Do you work in our operations team? And our job is to look after customers brilliantly, especially customers who are struggling in these times. Do you work in the electric vehicles team? And, your job is to move as many people as possible to electric cars, but everybody can see how their objectives ladders up and actually be empowered to try and drive their small bit of it.
But we need our personnel colleagues to adopt it. We need our retail operations to think about how baristas serve their cup of coffee, how engineers engage with the customers when they turn up to service an express machine. So that thinking about it in the broadest sense has definitely given us actually more focus and more kind of coherence to the business.
If you are going to attract the best talent and actually keep the best talent, it's really, really important to most people's makeup now that there is something that is kind of bigger that people are working towards, and that actually brands, companies, people are doing the right thing.